Today, we are going to study conducting polymers. Polymers are usually organic substances. They are composed of a very large number of like molecules. Polymers are generally insulators. Organic molecules which are present in the polymer do not have free electrons. Since these polymers do not possess large number of free electrons, they do not conduct electricity. Polymers in which the carbon atom in the backbone are linked by alternate double bond on the single bond have the potential to conduct electricity. Conductivity or conductive polymers are organic polymers that conduct electricity. Such polymers may have metallic conductivity or behaves as a semiconductor. In 1977, Alan Higger, Alan McDiarmid, and Shirakawa proved that polyacetylene doped with iodine has high conductivity. For this research, they were awarded Nobel Prize in 2000 in chemistry. It has great applications in day-to-day life. Now we'll study the structural requirements for these conducting polymers. An organic polymer can show appreciable conductivity if the polymer chain contains conjugation, that is alternate single and double bond, or we can say alternate sigma and pi bonds throughout its chain, so that there are resonating or mobile electrons for conduction. Polymer should have high planarity in structure. Polymer should also have linear chains. For example, or we can say the examples for these conducting polymers are trans polyacetylene, polyaniline, polypyrrole, polyparaphenyl, etc. Now we will study the types of conducting polymers. There are mainly two types of conducting polymers: extrinsically conducting polymer and intrinsically conducting polymer. Extrinsically conducting polymers are conducting because of externally added ingredients in them. These polymers conductivity is achieved in two ways. First is conductive elements filled in the polymer. In this type, metallic fibers, metal oxides or carbon black is mixed in the polymer during the molding process. Here polymer acts as a binder to hold the conducting elements. And second type is blended conducting polymer. In this case, the conducting polymer blended with conventional polymer physically and chemically. Now we will see the second type of conducting polymers, that is ICP, that means intrinsically conducting polymers. This intrinsically conducting polymers have conductivity, but their conductivity can be increased by doping. Doping means creating positive or negative charges on the polymer chain by oxidation or by reduction. Higger Shirakawa found that the conductivity of polymer chains with conjugation can be increased to the extent of metals on doping. There are mainly two types of dopings: P doping and N doping. P doping is also called as oxidative doping. In this type of doping, intrinsically conducting polymers are treated with Lewis acid. Oxidation takes place and positive charge is developed on the polymer chain. Here you can say hole is generated on the polymer chain. This positive charge resonate or move throughout the polymer chain, and it can be transferred to neighboring chains during the conduction. The conductivity increased up to 10 to the power 5 gram per centimeter. Lewis acid or oxidizing reagents used for P doping are iodine vapor, iodine dissolved in carbon tetrachloride, Br2 or FeCl3, etc. Now we will study N doping. It is also called as reductive doping. In this type, intrinsically conducting polymers are treated with Lewis base. reduction takes place and negative charge develops on the polymer chain. The negative charge resonate or move throughout the chain and transferred to neighboring chain during the conduction. The reducing agents used are sodium metal, lithium, naphthylamine, etc. Now we will study the applications of conducting polymers. Uh, in the application, the main application of conducting polymer is it is used in rechargeable lightweight batteries. In this case, they are doped. In this case, the dope conducting polymers have high charge carrier concentrations. Therefore, they use as a promising charge storage material. These batteries are of small size and long lasting. It is also used in electronic devices like transistors, photodiodes, or and LED, that is light emitting diodes. It is used in optical display services. At the same time, it is used as a anti-static coatings. Dope polyacetylene can be used as an anti-static material to avoid static electricity in the carpets which are used in the offices. It is also used in solar cells, telecommunication systems, molecular wires, and molecular switches. Now we will study the polyacetylene structure. The polymer consists of long chain of carbon atoms with alternate single and double bonds between them. Each carbon atom possesses one hydrogen atom. The discovery of conducting polyacetylene was done accidentally by research group of Professor Shirakawa. The students had polymerized acetylene with 1,000 times the amount of catalyst than normally used while performing the reaction. Polyacetylene was formed at the gas-liquid interface. It was lustrous, flexible, and polycrystalline film instead of powder, which was usually opted. Now, this polyacetylene is when treated with acetylene. When treated with Ziegler-Natta catalyst, it gives you polyacetylene. But this polyacetylene, they obtain in two forms, that is cis form and trans form. At temperature minus 78 degrees centigrade, polyacetylene form is in the cis form, and at 200 degrees centigrade, it is in the trans form. That means when the acetylene is treated with Ziegler-Natta catalyst at minus 78 degrees centigrade, the polyacetylene form is cis form, and when the acetylene is treated with the Ziegler-Natta catalyst at 200 degrees centigrade, the polyacetylene which is formed is in the trans form. Trans form is more stable than the cis form. Now we'll see the applications of polyacetylene. Polyacetylene is used as a electric wiring or as electrode material. It is also used in the it is also used as a sensor to measure glucose concentration. Thank you.